Hi everyone, my name is Andrea. I'm the artist that created the worksheets on the Nocturnal Nightlife blog. You saw an image of those creatures in a window I've created at the beginning of this film. So I'm going to just share with you today a few tips for how you can make your own nocturnal creatures at a time when it might be difficult to get hold of materials. So first of all, head over to the Nocturnal Nightlight blog and you'll find 10 worksheets. I have chosen the mouse to work with today, which is a nice and simple one. If you want something more complicated, have a look at the moth. Okay, so the question first of all is after we've printed the sheet, how we're going to transfer that onto card or black paper so we can make our cutout. A couple of ways you can do that. Obviously you could use tracing paper, which is a very fast and easy way, but if you don't have any tracing paper, you can use greaseproof paper. You can see that people use that for baking. It comes on a roll and it is just like a roll of tracing paper. Quite an economical way of tracing images. If you don't have that, don't worry, there's still another way, and this works for tracing any image, not just the worksheets. So you take your worksheet, choose your image, turn it over so that you have the back of the image, and you scribble all over the back with an ordinary pencil. Make sure it's nice and thickly covered. Okay, then you turn it back so you can see the image and you place it onto your paper or card. So you make a little sandwich there. You can still see the image and the pencil scribble is against the clean piece of paper. Use your pencil, just trace around the outside, and then hopefully when you take the worksheet away, I hope you can see that, you will have your tracing, okay? If you have just done that onto black paper and it's hard to see, just turn your paper into the light. You'll be able to see the pencil mark easier. Go over it again, or even just use a white pencil from, if you've got any colouring pencils, go over it in white, and that makes it really easy to see. So if you've got black paper or card, that makes life easy for you. You can just get on and make things. If you haven't, there's still lots of things you can use. The test for whether the material will be right or not, the paper will be right or not, is hold it up to a bright light. You shouldn't be able to see through it because you're trying to block out the light and make a shadow, which is why it shows up so nicely in the night. So, few things. I went through my recycling boxes. I've got some catalogues. The pages of the catalogue won't work, but the cover is thick enough that it would work. For this example, I've got a cereal box. I cut the back off, keeping quite a big piece, because some of them, like the badger here, he's quite big, so he needs a big area. Save the spare bits though, because you might make some leaves or some habitat for these creatures to live in. So having taken the back off, there's a bit of it there, I used the transfer method I've just shown you, and there's the outline of the mouse. I then cut him out. So there's the inside, and that's the outside that you would see when it's on the shelf in the shops. You can display it either way. It looks quite nice in the daytime if you've got a bit of colour interest, or you can use that way, or you could obviously paint that black if you wanted to. I'm going to share an image with you now of one that I made, and that picture is with the pattern side showing, so you can see at night that you really won't see very much. Okay, so one other thing to think about, some of those designs have got cutouts in them, the badger and our owl. You don't have to do the cutouts, it's entirely up to you. But if you did want to do cutouts and add colour, obviously paper, cellophane, sweet wrappers sometimes, if you've got any of those old soft-scented Christmas sweets that no one likes to eat, those can be quite good. They come wrapped in cellophane. If you don't have any of those things, I've just got, it's a plastic bag from a loaf of bread. The test with whether this will work to put colour on your silhouette is you hold up to that and you have to be able to see light through this, otherwise you won't get the colour at night. Okay, so all I did was I cut out bits of the bag and I used sellotape to stick it on the owl behind his cutouts. Okay, I'm going to share an image of that one at night with you now. So hopefully you can see that the plastic shows up really well at night and it will add colour to your display. Okay, so there's just a few ideas hopefully to get you started. We'd be really interested in any designs that you come up with. It would be fascinating to see them. So maybe you could share them with us on the social media links that are on the blog, and we might be able to share a few of your designs as well. I really hope you enjoy making.